I completed one of the world's most competitive and difficult master's degrees, and I did all of that by studying less than 10 hours a week. This video is for you if you see your college education or your university as a tool to get somewhere, but not as your entire life. It's for the kind of person that wants to complete their degree with the maximum efficiency to be able to use their time to build a business, to build relationships, or to do sports. This is a no bullshit guide to achieve the best possible grades by putting in the least amount of effort. Here are the 4 intelligent hacks that no one else is talking about. So now we come to hack number 1, which is one of the more obvious parts. How to study efficiently. One of the biggest time sucks in university is inefficient studying. And we fix that by implementing 2 very simple principles: active recall and spaced repetition. Active recall basically means, explained simply, that instead of passively trying to read through your notes or watch videos from your lecturer, you actually try to ask yourself a question regarding a specific topic and then actively trying to come up with a solution for it. Then after trying to come up with the answer, you can then check your notes, see if you were correct or incorrect. This way your brain is working hard to try to come and think of the solution, and then when you check the solution, your brain is way more likely to retain that information because it knows it's an important information. This is definitely way harder and requires also more effort than just trying to go through lecture notes or just watching videos, but it will give you way more return for the time invested you put in it. And there are very simple ways on how you can work with active recall. You can either work with paper notes where you write the question on one side and the answer on the other. You can also use apps such as Anki, or you can even do it with Google Sheets. That's how I did it. And if you actually want to know the system on how you can study very efficiently with Google Sheets completely for free, put it in the comments so I can record that video as well. And the second point that we talked about was spaced repetition. Your brain is designed to forget information after a certain period of time if it's not repeated. Instead of starting to study for an exam 1 to 2 weeks before and then trying to force all the information into your brain, you can start much earlier, for example 4 to 6 weeks before an exam, and then trying to space the information or space the studying in an interval of 2 to 3 days so that your brain can actually retain the information way better. Even though you would start studying for an exam way earlier with this system, you will put in way less time in total when you just study 1 to 2 hours a day for longer periods of time, instead of putting all those hours in at the last 2 weeks and spending 8 to 9 hours in the library. Remember, you're way more efficient spreading 8 hours throughout 8 different days than trying to get all of that studying done in one day. But so, hack 1 was an obvious one. Now we come to hack 2, the group work gambit. Group projects can be a massive waste of time or a massive time saver depending on what strategy you approach it with. Now the goal is here to join a group of overachievers and positioning yourself as the intelligent support. So how would you approach this? Step 1 would be to identify the leaders. In every class, you basically, after 1 or 2 lectures, you know exactly who they are. They always raise their hands, they always give intelligent answers, they make notes, and they're always on time. Be friendly and reliable with them from day 1 on so that they can also trust you to put them inside of your group. Step 2, become their supporter. Your role isn't to be lazy. You shouldn't be trying to use them for your advantage, or rather just to let them do their work and help them where you can. Take on clear tasks, deliver on time, and just follow the leader's vision. They then get to lead and execute, which many of them enjoy, and you can just be the support role, helping them execute, and through this way it's a win-win for both sides. And remember, this is very important because the alternative to having a good group is absolute hell. If you land in a group with lazy people where you have to do all the work, you basically waste a lot of time and probably won't even get a good grade because you have to do the work for everybody. Now we come to hack 3, which is in my opinion one of the most important ones and where you can get the biggest leverage for the lowest amount of time. In my opinion, 80% of your academic success comes down to this. And behind this lies a very important principle. Not all courses are created equal. Some courses are easy and not time consuming, while others can completely ruin your life. And the funny thing is, at the end of the day, the one who took the easy course versus the one who took the hard course at the end still end up with the same degree. So how do you make sure that you actually get those courses that are easy, where you can get good grades and where you don't have to waste a lot of time? To do this, step number one would just be to find the right intel. Connect with students 1 or 2 years ahead of you. Talk to them on campus or try to connect with them via LinkedIn, because they have already taken the courses and they're friends as well, so they know which courses are difficult and which are not. And of course, the next step is to ask the right questions. Which professor is giving you the best grading? What are they expecting? How do the exams look like? What are the formats? Which projects were the most time consuming? By doing this, you will easily find out where you can get the most bang for buck at a course. Based on the information that you have just collected, you can now look for yourself which courses probably will be the easiest for you and where you can also achieve the best grades simultaneously. Now we come to hack 4, where a few people are afraid to actually go with this hack, which is of course artificial intelligence. In today's world, you are at a massive disadvantage in university if you go with your home assignments and thesis without using AI, because the rest of the cohort is doing so. And the only thing holding a lot of people back is that they're afraid that the professor might see it and that they will get punished by the school. But the stupid thing about that is that those people then do not use AI for anything at all. But there's so many steps when it comes to essays or writing a thesis or doing some project work where you can use AI to leverage your time a lot, save a lot of time, and do the work better than you could have ever done it. You can use it for research, which is incredibly valuable when you're writing a thesis, because then you don't have to go through all of the papers yourself, and the AI can just take them, synthesize them for you, and you have them at your hand. The AI can also help you lay out the topics that you want to go through in your paper. And of course, you can use AI also to rewrite what you have written before, just to make it sound professional and academic. But here there's a very important disclaimer. Please check beforehand in your university guidelines where you can use AI and where you cannot use it. But honestly, most universities are struggling with AI right now anyway, because you can use it for so many different use cases, and in many use cases it's also very difficult to see whether someone used AI or not. So after checking the policy, use AI everywhere where you can. And before starting a project, a thesis, a homework, take 1 hour to brainstorm with an AI to see what tasks, what specific segments of the work can be taken over by it. So to recap, number 1 is systemize your studying with active recall and spaced repetition. Then number 2, always be the intelligence support in a group of leaders. Thirdly, choose your courses wisely based on intel. And fourth, use AI as your personal assistant and use it wherever you can. At the end of the day, you gotta remember, university is a game, and all of the people in your cohort and all the other courses are your competitors. These are the rules that you can follow to play it efficiently, to also be able to focus on other areas of your life that are extremely important. If this was helpful to you, subscribe to the channel and write your thoughts in the comment section.